Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60, and today is, I nearly said D-Day, that's not a very good word for it, but it's the day that we find out whether my transmission bodge repair is going to work. Now, before we get into this video, I'm not completely confident in this. I'm expecting to have to pull the transmission out again, but I am hoping that this fixes the losing drive when the transmission gets warm. Now, I don't want to drag this video out, but I will say one thing, there is an update coming on the M5. In fact, if you remember, you may have seen it before this video goes out, but there is some news on David's M5. But for now, let's get into it. Now, I really did not want to drag this one out because I really want to know myself. I have the oil right there, ready to go in. So let's start filling this transmission. Now, the ZF5 fill procedure is pretty similar to the ZF6. I'm going to fill it up cold. Got my new Aldi transfer pump, which, shit, seems pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'm going to fill it up cold and then get some heat into it, fill it up again, and make sure it doesn't spin until we've definitely got the right amount of oil. And by spin, I mean I don't want the wheels turning until we know it's at the right level, because that's when everything grinds together and does damage. I am expecting to put the better part of 10 or 12 litres into this. But we'll see what happens. It's going to take a while. And I totally forgot to mention it in that intro, but last night, after I finished yesterday's video, and I was filthy, I thought I may as well drop the pan, clean the pan, and change the filter then. So I actually did that, and I've got some footage of that happening here.
Okay, so this is filmed just after yesterday's video ended. It's 10 minutes after, and I started to clean up, and then I realized before I edit, I'm going to have a shower because I'm filthy. And then I thought, well, I may as well drop the pan and get the oil out because that's going to get me dirty tomorrow anyway. So I just dropped the pan and everything looks okay. I also wanted to make sure I had the correct filter from lovely Repco, which we do. That's amazing. But yeah, this is, oh, that's crazy. There is a ton of metal in the oil, which was definitely expected. And even, yeah, like on here. Oh, yum, look at that metal paste. So, give all this a clean. Oh, wow. Don't know if that got picked up, but yeah, it's just metal paste down the bottom, which was expected. We have chewed bearings. It would have been slipping the clutch. Yeah, all right. I'll get this swapped and we'll be back to tomorrow's video, which you're watching now.
So that is the pan essentially filled up. Now we'll start the car up, let that get pumped into the torque converter, and then fill it up again. What I might do is drop the car down a bit, which will help. Okay, so you guys can see the transmission there. I'm going to start the car up. Actually, I'll just lock the hoist. Yeah, I'll start the car up and let's hope we don't get any horrible noises from the gearbox. If we do, I will just have a heart attack. Okay, so it's in park and the handbrake is firmly on just to avoid any chance of it trying to spin up. Now let's keep pumping. So now that we've turned it on, that would have pumped oil through the gearbox into the torque converter, and we've now got to fill up that mess. What I'm going to do is wait till it starts pumping out again, which could still be a fair bit of more pumping now, but wait till it starts running out, then we'll put the fill plug in and let it get up to 30-35 degrees Celsius. Which, to be fair, it's probably not far off that now. Ambient temps are 30. I think the car's just making different noises as it comes off cold start. The car is actually reading the ambient temp at 34 in the shed at the moment. It's hot. On the plus side, doesn't sound like we got any exhaust leaks. Oil's not pouring out of the transmission from any seals yet. It's nerve-wracking times. Okay, so we've now got fluid running out. The transmission's not hot. It's colder than the air, if that makes sense. So it still needs to get some more heat into it. What I am going to do at this point, I'm just going to run it through the gears. So I'm going to put it down into drive, then put it into manual, go first, second and third, but I'm not going to let the transmission spin. I also put it in reverse, and it just basically just pumps oil into each one of those gears. Well, not gears, but the pressure solenoids that actuate them. Oh, at least the AC in the car works. Okay, so I'm going to go down into reverse. That engaged. Leave it for a few seconds. Go into neutral. That felt like it disengaged the gear perfectly. Man, it's warm. Now I'm going to go into drive. So drive, this will be the first time it's going to actuate those parts that I swapped. Wish us luck. Okay, I didn't hear any grinding noises. We're now into manual mode. We're in first gear. I'm going to leave it for a few seconds. Go to second. Leave it for a few more. Go to third. I can hear a vibration, it's actually the engine, just when it's talking. Okay, back down to second. And I've just realised I got my phone so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Sorry guys. So down to second, down to first. That's drive. Neutral. Reverse. Yeah, heard a little bit of noise then. And park. Okay, let's go back underneath and see how much more oil it needs. Oh, she's still dripping out. Okay, what I might do is find the sump plug. Give it another squirt. Why not? Okay, I got a good flow coming out. Now I got to try and not burn myself on the exhaust. Oh, fuck, we got a good flow. Okay. Ow, exhaust is hot. Ow. Fucking hell. Oh, it's always such a mess doing autos. Okay, fill plug is in. I'm covered in oil. Let's put that in there so don't waste the good oil. Oh, we have an oil leak. We have a good oil leak. And that's it. Bugger. All right, let's have a look. Where's that coming from? Ah, it's the transmission cooler line. Let's see if I can nip that up. That got me worried. All right, so it appears I didn't actually tighten this one up. Whoops. But thank God for that. I was worried that it was the oil pump seal because I didn't replace that gasket. But that's okay. The O-ring on this line is actually also pretty crappy. I want to put an external oil cooler on it, so I thought I'd just leave it for now, but it's definitely going to leak if it's not tight. All right, let's start it back up and see if it leaks again. Okay, so I've cleaned that oil off with some, it's actually wax and grease remover. I'm just using it as brake clean. Doesn't evaporate as quickly, but it'll do. The transmission is now warm to the touch, so it's probably around that 35-ish degrees Celsius. It's definitely warm to touch, and it just needs to be between 30 and 40 C. So I'm cool to start it up again, check the level for the final time, and we'll see how we're going. We'll just drop it down a bit. We'll see if that transmission line is fixed. Let's hope so. Always make sure the hoist is on the lock stops, because you don't want it failing. So the final check, hopefully you can see this, what we want is basically just a steady stream of oil coming out. Not a fast stream, just a steady stream, according to ZF. Oh, okay. That's probably a bit fast, but I'm going to leave it a little bit over full, because that's the kind of guy I am. I don't think you can cause any problems with an overfull transmission. Like, you can't overfill it that much, because the bloody hole that you're filling it in is the level. But I figured it'd be better than underfull. Cool. That was torqued up to the 11 Newton meters. That's the transmission level. The transmission's hot. We should be able to back it out and know if it's worked straight away. Let's do it. Alrighty, she's on the ground. Let's get her out of this silly shaped shed. In fact, put some AC on as well. I'm not going to record this because you've got to pay attention trying to get out this gap without hitting the hoist or the walls. I will just show you how quick it engages gear now. So hopefully you can see the car sort of jolt as it gets the gear. Well, you heard it then, it's like instant. Nice. Don't know if I like the play in the tail shaft. I hope that's tail shaft. Oh, let's get her out. So this is how close it is. We've got one door there, and then that gap there. I mean, they fit, it's just trying to go at an angle is tight. Oh, millimeters. How close is that side? All right.
Straight up.
Woo, woo. X5's a wide girl. All right, we're out. The gearbox hasn't lost drive yet. And like, we're nearly at engine oils at 75-ish. Normally when the engine oil's at 75, this would have stopped working by now. All right, we've got Dave with us now. And because I've obviously, my mind is on listening for noises. Can you hear a no, I can't actually. I think the engine's making noise. Alright, let's just see what happens. You can hold the GoPro? Yep. So, oil's at 75. Like, it would have died by now, wouldn't it? If the gearbox was this hot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, we haven't accelerated under any load yet.
No, but it engages straight away. Did you notice that?
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. That's very different.
Okay.
None of that big slip and then bang.
I'm just going to try it and drive first off. So, I'm nervous. Oh, it's biting. That's in second. Do you feel it changing?
Already? Yeah. Oh, she's smooth too. Very smooth.
I'm so nervous, guys.
I don't want to, I'm here like...
Like, I know I'm probably gonna have to take the gearbox out again just to do all the clutch packs and everything, but I just want to know that this fixed works.
That is so good. That is
It's
smooth.
smooth.
Second. Third.
Dude, we need to rebuild your 540 gearbox. It's the same. That's smoother than your 540, isn't it?
100%. It's
Well, we know how to do it now.
it's effortless, really.
Okay, so the last time I was road testing this, the oil was at this temperature, and it was already coughing and farting back at, well, I can't call it work, but back at the house. But I could sort of limp it, and I limped it up to the top of the hill, and I stopped here. I put it into neutral. I put it back into drive,
It went.
and it wouldn't go up the hill. It just sat here.
That engaged straight away,
Yeah.
and the second you're off the brake, it starts creeping. How good's that?
All right, well, I'm going to do a few more laps. We'll get a bit more heat in it. And I find with my M54 Auto, because I can monitor the transmission temps through the JB4, the trans temps normally move with the oil temp. So if the oil's at 70 degrees, the transmission will be at 60 to 65. So I assume it's going to be a similar sort of thing here. And I guess it's just heat resonating through everything. So we'll get the oil up to a full running temp, and then we'll just make sure that we don't get any slip. And then we've got to work out a way to load it up.
Yeah, okay.
How can we? I want to load it up. What if we something steep? Should we try and put it on the trailer?
Steep. That's probably going to be the steepest thing we've got.
All right, let's see if we'll go on the trailer.
All right.
Not that trailer.
We'll use our own trailer.
Thanks, guys. Obviously, it now has a gearbox that works, but it feels like a completely different car.
Last time I drove this thing, I was just panicking in fear of it being stuck.
Ah. Well, so you should have been. You were driving, and I was shitting myself following you back.
But now it just feels like a mint car. All right,
I'm pretty happy. All right, there's the trailer.
we'll do some shunts.
Let's get it loaded up and see if it'll pull up that steep bit. So as that tilts and we're on a hill, that's going to be pretty steep.
It should be, yeah. I'd imagine the track's going to be quite wide, so I'll watch the wheels as you get up.
This is it. It's going to slip, it's going to slip. So I just want to do it in drive so that the gearbox is sort of working all its own stuff out, not in sports mode or anything. Wow. Okay.
She's going.
God, nearly made the van do a jump. Oh, that was load. That was a lot of revs.
Cool, you're good, you're good. Just keep it dead straight. What was that? That was the entire assembly. As it rolled back a little bit and then you accelerated, the whole trailer and van
Skidded.
on the gravel, yeah.
Holy fuck.
X5 stayed where it was and it moved the ground underneath it.
This trailer is rated to carry this.
Yep.
The van's not. Hey.
Yeah, you're tilting. Cool.
Let's go forwards a little bit more. All right.
She fits on the trailer too.
And it rolls off.
Then down into the gutter.
Dude, I'm glad it went up there. That did feel steep.
It was as the front wheels were already up the ramp and the tilt, and then the rear wheels had to climb up that little gap.
Yep.
I think because the front was already on such a high angle, I could hear the engine being loaded up. But it wasn't notchy or snappy. It just drove up essentially.
Yeah. And even like doing those hill starts, it sort of bites and the torque converter feels good. I'm happy with that. Should we go and do some more road testing?
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm ready for race start. Oh wait, this will make a good thumbnail too.
Sneaky.
Cause some confusion. All right, so we've done the trailer test. Let's go and do a race start.
Yeah, sounds good.
Probably build into it. Maybe not just do one straight away. Let's do some higher speed shifts first.
Okay. probably a good idea.
But even that, pulled up that hill.
It's not, it feels,
It's all right.
very, very clean.
Alrighty, let's do it. Well, it went up on the trailer okay, so let's just try a launch.
May as well.
See if you can get the tacho and you'll see how it shifts. So it's in sports mode.
It's blowing out. There we go. Whoa.
Oh, it shifted nicely. That's fast enough.
Yeah. X5 4.6 IS. What a beast.
That's the first time I've accelerated. I still want to service this engine and get it get it all sorted properly. I think that's done it, man. That was a heavy shift.
Hell yeah.
1 to 2,
but
in sports mode.
And still very smooth.
What I might do, just one last test. I'm going to short shift going up the hill.
Okay. So just put it on an extra load.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to shift it 4.5. No, 4.
Third. That's fine. Like, not just not fine, it's clean.
All right. Dude, I think we've done it.
Success. Well, you've done it. That's, I was going to swear, because that is so awesome.
I'm going to be silly with it. Because we've got this stupid garden, like, it's not like we have kids for it to play with. Should we do a launch on the garden?
And see if the front wheel spins.
See if it spins. Yeah.
You are an idiot. But yeah, I'll film it from the outside.
All right. Did it spin? It felt like it's fun.
I think it did. It's hard to actually watch because I was trying to record, but we've got it in slow-mo, so we'll slow it down and see what happened. But I think it was throwing roost from all 4 tyres.
Should we end it off there?
May as well.
What a success for this point. And like I've said before, I'm still, once we actually get it registered out on the road, out on the highway, I'm expecting to have more issues shifting when it's fully at temp, like under load, like towing. But for now,
honestly,
it drives.
That felt really good. And she's at temp. You gave it a pretty hard, not a hard time, but you've all different scenarios of load and gear changes, and it seemed very quick, smooth, and snappy through all of them, man.
I'm stoked. All right, guys, thank you very much for your help along the way on this journey. We fixed a gearbox for now.
That is so impressive and so awesome. And it also means we can now start playing with this bad boy, modifying it, and of course, start doing a 0 to 60 and having a lot of fun with the new X5 tow car.
All right, we will catch you on the next one, everyone.
Peace.